Ready for Jenny? Awesome. How are you guys doing tonight? Good, cool. Are you guys touring here at all? Anybody touring New York? Cool. So, are you terrified to just walk on the street as well?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I actually like New York because whenever you go on the street, like, you'll always have some kind of fucked up interaction. Like, I just be walking along and strangers will pass by me, and as they're passing by, they'll just be like, "Ni hao." That's how you say hello in Chinese, all right? But it's fine. Like, it's kind of racist, but I remember when people used to just pass by and they'd be like, "Hello," just saying hello in a Chinese accent. But now motherfuckers is learning to speak Chinese. Holy shit, they got Rosetta Stone. So it's kind of inspiring to see like how progressive the racism can get, you know? Just like we're all coming up in this together. You guys didn't laugh at that because you are the Ni Hao people, and that's fine. That is fine. I grew up with a lot of passive-aggressive comments about being Asian, you know, people being like, certain people are taking the jobs, or certain people are taking the college spots, Asians. You know? But if certain people are taking the jobs or the college spots, maybe they should just have those jobs or college spots, you know, because that's how America's always worked. Like, we're too stupid and lazy to do certain things, so we get immigrants to come in and do it for us. Then they become stupid and lazy Americans, and we get new immigrants to come in and do the new stuff. America's a giant immigrant Ponzi scheme, you guys. It's how we keep the new blood rolling in, you know? It's like, I know that my iPhone's causing slavery on the other side of the world, but what am I supposed to do? Use an Android? That's so fucked. It's not gonna happen. Like, sometimes the way I like a smooth icon makes somebody else a slave, and I didn't make the rules, God did. So it's like, blame God if you have a problem. I don't know, my parents are immigrants from China. They're really intense. Anybody else an immigrant or related to immigrant parents? No? All right, well, okay, cool. This one's for you. So you'll probably know, like, immigrants are always really intense because that you kind of have to be. When you come out of, like, a shitty country, which is why you left it, and then you come to America, you, like, have to work really hard just to survive. And so I feel like my parents never sat me down and told me, like, this is wrong, this is right, except for, like, being a doctor, that's right, everything else is wrong. You know, but they did, like, morally, I felt like they kind of just taught me in an unsaid way, like, you can be a bad person as long as you're not a lazy person. You know, it's just like, say if I murdered somebody, like, that's fine as long as I'm the best murderer in the country, you know? Like, because as long as I'm in the, like, the top 10 percentile of murderers, that's fine. Because what if some other Asian kid is murdering, like, more people than I? My parents are going to look like idiots. That's not okay, you guys. I don't know. I'm also a sex addict. I don't know if anybody else relates to that. I joined sex recovery program a few months ago, and it was great. Like, I walked into the room, and then I was like, I wonder if there are any hot guys here, so I knew it was in the right place. And, you know, I think it's interesting. It's like, I have major attachment issues. Like, I'll just be walking down the street, and I'll see a shooting star go by, and my first thought is, I hope that guy who texted me once marries me. You know? Like, my brain goes straight past liking, straight past relationship to just marriage. Like, I don't even care if he likes me or not. As long as he's trapped, we'll figure it out, you know? Like, isn't that the point of marriage? It's literally saying, I love you so much, I want to make it so that you have to go to court to get away from me. It's a reverse restraining order, you know? You get off on the power. It's like, I don't know, it's interesting though, because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about women who initiate sex, okay? So, like, you say you have a woman and then she initiates the sex, and then I feel like guys who, okay, let me restart this because I gotta start for a second. Guys treat women who initiate sex like a pedestrian treats a wild squirrel, okay? So, like, say you see a squirrel, and then you go up to it, and it runs away. And you're like, oh, bye, cute squirrel. All right. But what if you saw a squirrel, and you walked up to it, and instead of running away, it walked towards you instead? Like, your brain would immediately be like, oh my God, that has rabies. The squirrel is fucked. Something's wrong with the squirrel, obviously. So, like, even if a woman's just so cute and she's just like, I just want some dick and some nuts, the guy's like, whoa, whore! Herpes alert! Even though I don't have herpes, you guys, that is projection, okay? But even if I did, who gives a fuck? You have herpes Tinder nowadays. You have options, okay? So when you all have herpes in 6 months, you remember what I said, okay, right? And then you'll feel inspired. I'm just trying to help you guys. Okay, have a great night. I'm a Jenny. Thanks, bye.